Here we are with an unboxing of the Sony Ericsson Xperia Ray. This is the UK spec model that's just been released. So here we've got Sony Ericsson packaging, you're quite familiar with it. On the back of the box we've got a quick rundown of some of the specs. So the Ray has the Bravia engine and the Exmor R technology in here to improve the image on the screen and the camera and what have you. We've got a 3.3 inch touchscreen display, 3.5mm headphone jack. We've got an 8.1 megapixel camera like you see on the Xperia Arc and the Neo. A 1 GHz processor, so lots of processing power there for running applications. And we've got HD video recording. It's in 720p, not full HD, but good enough quality for most people on their phone. We've got Wi-Fi up to the new N standard, DLNA as well. So let's take a look at what you get. So this is the UK spec model, and here's the device itself, which we'll come back to in a minute, but this is the black variant. You might be able to source other colours, but this is probably going to be the most popular one, the one in black. So in the box itself we get a set of in-ear stereo headphones that have a 3.5mm jack to connect to the device, and these ones are actually using sort of the new sort of flat cable that seems to exist nowadays rather than the rounded cables. These are nice and flat. Also included is a micro USB cable. This is for connecting the device to mains power or to a computer for transferring data or synchronization purposes. We've then got the 3-pin UK mains adapter. This has a USB port on it to which you connect the previously shown USB cable. We've got the Sony Ericsson branding on here. We've then got the battery for the Xperia Ray. It's a BA700 battery which gets used in a number of other Sony Ericsson devices. We then have in this little pouch some accessories for the headset, so some replacement earbuds and a clip there for popping onto your shirt or jumper. And then finally we've got a screen protector with cloth there that we can use to put on the device to protect it. And then we've got the documentation, so the first hour with your device, some warranty information and what have you. So let's take a look at the device itself. So this is the Xperia Ray. Initial impressions are quite good. The product feels fairly robust and of good quality. Feels quite comfortable in the hand. It's quite small. It's quite tall, but not too wide. Of course, it only has got a 3.3 inch touchscreen display, so it's not as big as some of the other devices out there. So on the front of the device we've got a front-facing video camera for Skype calling or video calling. We've got a physical home button. We then have a touch-sensitive back and menu button. We've got the Xperia branding and of course Sony Ericsson up the top. On the bottom of the device we've got a microphone, and then we've got a recess for removing the back cover, which we'll come to in a minute. On the side we've got an up and down volume rocker, as we'd come to expect on smartphones. On the top we've got a 3.5mm headphone jack, and then the power button right in the centre. And then on the other side we've got the micro USB charging port. Then on the back we've got the Xperia branding again, and we've got the 8.1 megapixel camera with LED flash. So this shoots video up to 720p, so HD video recording, hence the HD there. We've then got a rear microphone as well. If we just remove the back cover, inside we've got the SIM card slot. We then have a micro SD card slot. It comes with a 4GB micro SD card included in the package, but you can put additional cards in there up to 32GB. So we just installed the 1500 mAh battery that comes with the device, so this should be more than enough power to get you through a working day unless you're a particularly heavy user. Pop that in like so, and then we'll power up by using the power button on the top of the device. So whilst that boots up, I'll just give you a rundown of some of the other specifications. So we mentioned it's got a 1 GHz processor, so that'll be more than capable of doing all your everyday tasks, whether it be email, web browsing. It's a 3.3-inch touchscreen display with an 854 by 480 resolution, GSM quad band, and then 3G bands 900 and 2100 for use in Europe. Bluetooth, Wi-Fi with the new N standard, DLNA for streaming media to things like your televisions in your home. We've got the 3.5mm headphone jack, as we've seen already. On the camera, of course, it is 8.1 megapixels, but you've also got other things such as autofocus, smile and face detection, red eye reduction, image stabilizer, which is all very handy when it comes to measures. 111 by 53 by 9.4 millimeters thick, and weighs just 100 grams. So it's nice and light. And if we quickly look at the device, you can get a quick feel here for the interface. It's been branded with the Sony Ericsson Timescape interface, which has its positives and negatives, but on the most part it's very good. Allows a lot of integration into your social networks. This is running Android, of course, so you've got all the flexibility that you have with syncing accounts such as your Gmail. So just show you some of the information here. So it's an ST18i, and confirmation that's running Android 2.3 there. So you get a few applications included as standard. You've got Facebook, Google Maps, obviously Gmail, you've got YouTube. They include WhatsApp, the instant messaging service, Neo Reader, which is a barcode reader for QR codes and what have you. And then you've got some other services such as gaming services and update center here. You can also download videos on the go using this device. So that is the Sony Ericsson Xperia Ray.